Well, this class from Garneau Elementary School was so excited about history in our city that they came back from their summer break all dressed up to talk about history. Now, who are you?
Matthew McCulley,
The first?
the first mayor of Edmonton.
Well, glad to have you here, Your Worship. And you are?
John Walter.
Ah, and you fellows?
We're house builders.
Awesome. And how about you folks?
We are Beverly coal miners.
Beverly, coal miners, cool. And how about you three?
Fur traders.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, why don't you have a seat here and we'll read Rutherford, the Time-Traveling Moose. All right. Robin ran up the steps of the old brick house on Saskatchewan Drive. "Come on, Grandma," she shouted from the top. "Coming, dear," Grandma said. "I smell cookies," Robin said. "They have cookies here?" "They do," Grandma said, "and tea." Robin followed the smell of cookies into the kitchen. They were in the oven, but they weren't ready yet. "Grandma, that oven looks funny," Robin said. "It's a very old oven," Grandma said. "Older than my big brother?" Robin asked. "Much older," Grandma said. "It's almost as old as Edmonton, I imagine." "Grandma, cities don't have ages," Robin said. "They certainly do," Grandma said. "Lots of things happened here, even before I was born." "What things?" Robin asked. Just then, a moose walked into the kitchen. "Hello, I'm Rutherford." "Hello, I'm Robin." "Rutherford visits every Wednesday for cookies and tea," Grandma said. "The cookies aren't ready yet," Robin said. Rutherford looked disappointed. "I think I'll go for a walk," he said. "Rutherford is a time-traveling moose," Grandma said. "He can show you what Edmonton was like a long time ago, and bring you back in time for those cookies," Rutherford said. "Let's go," Robin said. Robin climbed on Rutherford's back. "Hang on tight," he said. "Here we go." Suddenly, the old brick house was gone. Now, the whole city was gone, and there was nothing but ice and snow. Where's Edmonton? "This is the long ago," Rutherford explained. "There's no Edmonton yet. Not a lot happens here, but I kind of like it." The ice began to melt, and a woolly mammoth came walking by. Its huge feet made the ground shake. "Hello, Rutherford." "Hello, Mabel." I think it's hilarious. That's the name of the woolly mammoth. Most of the ice had melted now. Grass was growing and birds were singing. Robin saw a ring of teepees with people outside of them. "There are kids playing," Robin said. "The first people live here now," Rutherford said. "It's a good place to meet and hunt." Some kids ran along the riverbank with their dog. They smiled and waved at Robin. "Hi," she said. Some people in long canoes came paddling up the river. "Who are they?" Robin asked. "Explorers and traders started coming here in the long ago," Rutherford said. "They're bringing things to trade for furs with the people who live here." Robin saw a big wooden building on the other side of the river. "What's that place? Do you guys know what it is?"
Fort Edmonton.
"That's Fort Edmonton," Rutherford said. "Now we're in the not quite so long ago. People came here from all over to barter and trade goods." "Let's go to the fort," Robin said. "We have to take the ferry across the river because there's no bridge yet," Rutherford said. "My friend John Walter is a busy man, but I bet he can help us." John Walter was standing at the ferry crossing, checking his pocket watch. "Ah, you're just in time, Rutherford," John Walter said. "I'm about to head across." John Walter took Robin and Rutherford across the river on the ferry. That's right where the Walter Dale Bridge is. Right, yeah. The river was very wide and flowed very fast. Robin held on to Rutherford's antlers. When they got to the other side, Robin was surprised Fort Edmonton was gone. Where the fort had been stood a large stone building with a big dome on top. "I've seen that place before," Robin said. "That's the legislature," Rutherford said. "It's still there where you come from. I mean, when you come from." Do you know who these ladies are? The famous five, absolutely. "The ferry's gone now too," Robin said. "Lots of people live in Edmonton now," Rutherford said. "They don't use the ferry anymore. They use the high-level Bridge, Robin said, pointing. Let's cross it. A streetcar pulled up in front of them, ringing its bell. Hello, Mike. Hello, Rutherford. The streetcar crossed the river way up high on the bridge. You can still do that, you know. It was a long way down to the river. The streetcar took them to the train station. Families were climbing off the train with their luggage and trunks. Edmonton's a boom town now, Rutherford said. Folks are coming to live here from all over the world. Rutherford trotted past the red brick library. I've been there with my grandma, Robin said. This is the not all that long ago. We're almost back when we came from. Rutherford walked up the avenue. Robin saw more streetcars and buses going up and down and people hurrying along with shopping bags. Everybody smiled and waved. Robin waved back. What street is she on?
White Avenue.
White Avenue. Robin looked around. Where did the streetcars go, she asked. There are more cars and buses now, Rutherford said. Too many for the streetcars to fit on the roads. A parade of cars and trucks zoomed by, honking their horns. People cheered and waved flags. Looks like our team just won their first Stanley Cup, Rutherford said. Hooray! Robin shouted. Here's the University of Alberta, Rutherford said. Not far to go now. Grandma told me she met Grandpa here, Robin said. Robin saw the old brick house. That's where we came from, Robin said. I mean, when we came from. I sure hope those cookies are ready, Rutherford said. Grandma was waiting for them in the kitchen, and the cookies were ready, and there was a surprise. Everybody was there. It was a party. Even Mabel, for some reason, was there for cookies. And Mike, the owl. When the party was over, everyone went back to when they belonged. Rutherford had to go too. When do you come from, Rutherford? Robin asked. Oh, from now and then, Rutherford said. A lot of things from long ago are still here if you know where to look. History is all around us, Grandma said. History is what my brother learns in school, Robin said. It's also what we make every day, Grandma said. Each one of us. So did you guys enjoy the time-traveling moose? Yeah, you know, summer is an awesome time to explore some of the history of our city. Whether you take a streetcar ride across the high-level bridge or down at Fort Edmonton, or go to the John Walter Museum down in the River Valley, you'll visit the City of Edmonton's historical sites. You can even go to the archives and find old pictures and old documents about the city's history. So do you guys all agree with Grandma that history is all around us and it's what we make every day, each one of us? Cool.